When Sebastian went missing, the key to finding him, the key to everything lies with the mother. In order to find him, you have to know under what circumstances he went out that door. You have to know that. She withheld that information, and it was very carefully guarded over by Stepfather. So if Stepfather wasn't there, then why would he have the same guilt? And this is my theory on it, and then I'll let Seth comment on any of those things. The key to locating either Sebastian's remains, or at least the trail of where it goes, that if someone grabbed him and he's still alive, the key to locating him lies with that mother. You have to tell what happened. We have to understand his mindset. We have to understand what he was like at that moment. So here are two factors within that I think are not understood and really important. She holds the key. That account is the only evidence that can be presented to investigators to understand Sebastian's mindset and how bad whatever happened. And here's another one: when it happened. I am convinced it didn't suddenly become a surprise at 6 a.m., not by their language. That interview that was done recently, absolutely perfect, which is a good sign that tells you, nope, it was scripted, it was put together. The key to finding, or at least the proper trail, is understanding what happened that night. And there were two linguistics that were so powerful. Is number one, and I hope this gets through because I'm having trouble, people still write to me about it, is the I love you. Okay. She's allegedly quoting him, I love you, mama, and the puppies. And he may have well said that. It may have been okay at that point. It is to present her to the public while her son is missing as a good mother. The presentation, the linguistic presentation of a good mother tells you something went wrong. Something went wrong. And even I in subsequent interviews, I heard them repeat that again. And it was too precise. I said, oh, that's coordinated. So it's alarming. We all say, I love you to our children, and hopefully our children say it to us. It is the need to present that while Sebastian was missing that says, from the subject's point of view, I need to be seen as a good mother. The need to be seen or perceived as a good mother tells you there was a deficit, there was something wrong. There was something wrong. So, if I came on here and I said, hey, I just want to tell everybody, there's no excuse for elder abuse. And I go on and on about it. After a while, you're going to say, did you hurt your grandfather? Why the unnecessary moralizing? It's the same theme. It's a type of presentation that is meant for you to consider, oh, that's really nice. He loved her. Therefore, she couldn't have done anything. It's no different than someone calls up on the emergency call and says, I was sleeping and I just woke up and the door's open and my child is missing. So you count off what the priority is. I was sleeping, I just woke up, the door was open, before we can get to the child. In other words, I'm going to present myself as innocent, which brings our attention to it. So the I love you under this context is alarming. It's telling you that something went wrong. Then, when someone mentions a phone call in a statement, in this context, that phone call is part of the story. Very big part of the story. Now, Stepfather wasn't there. So he could not have caused whatever happened. Then she connected Stepfather with a phone call. The other day I was driving, and I just want everyone to know that using a hands-free operation, I spoke to my daughter on the phone for a half an hour. I just love talking to her, and I probably keep her on too long. And this is true, I really do. I like to talk to her, and she's very busy with the baby and that sort of thing. You would ask rightfully, Peter, why are you telling us that? Your child is missing. Why are you? I'm the one connecting it in a really weird way. You'd be right to ask that question. This is how we learn. We ask questions. So why, in a controlled environment with Stepfather bearing down, why the need to tell us you had a 3-hour phone call while Sebastian is missing? I believe her. And I believe it's critical. So he wasn't connected to whatever happens to Sebastian until she connected him with his blessing. There was no refutation. There was no angry response to that. As if you stay on the phone for 3 hours at night when a child goes missing. What that told me was, and this is statement analysis 101. This is not anything of shocking discovery, is that phone call is part of Sebastian's missing. And that's why he's brought into this. She did it. She brought him in. Then Stepfather went on and gave more and more interviews. The more interviews he gave, the worse it got. Because you saw what his bellicose language sounded like, what the language of physicality. I mean, he was at the point where is he starting to threaten people that are asking questions? The key to finding Sebastian, or at least the trail of Sebastian, lies with the mother. And whatever happened to him, I am firm in my belief he was part of it via the phone call.